Welcome everybody to the Tea with Miss McGill show. It is Puka, very special guest, Chisholm Hibbing coach Eric Rewerts. Playoffs are here, so we wanted to get some perspective from the coaches. So welcome, coach, and happy Friday.
Hey, happy to be here, Raj.
All right, awesome. Okay, so obviously playoffs are here. You had your game Tuesday night against Proctor. What'd you see? What did the boys do well? What'd you like coming out of Tuesday's win?
Well, we were in a little bit of a skid at the end of the year. We had lost a couple of games. Thought we rebounded really well in the third period of the Rock Ridge game. So what I wanted to see was just a compete level. I have 11 seniors this year. Obviously, we know when you're a senior, there's a different sense of urgency. We saw that against Proctor. I thought we had a really good first period. Moved the puck around really well. We got out to a lead, and then late in the third there, we got into some penalty trouble. But I didn't mind that because I felt like it forced us to compete a little bit harder at the end of that game. Instead of kind of playing with a 2-goal lead, it forced us to work hard through all three periods. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So you're saying senior laden team, 11 seniors, kind of how's the year gone? Hit your expectations, just kind of give us your take on the entire season thus far.
Yeah, I think we've had a really, really solid season. We started out the season with two tough games, White Bear Lake and Grand Rapids. We were able to play, Rapids really tight. White Bear Lake got the better of us. Then we rolled into a tough early schedule with, Albert Lea, Minneapolis, Cloquet, and to come out of there, we ended up coming out of there with 3 wins, which, we weren't sure what that was going to look like. Rolled into the Christmas holiday where we were able to beat Rock Ridge. Played a really good Delano team, lost that one. It was basically a 1-goal game. They got a couple empty netters at the end. We're able to beat a really good Cambridge team. So, as the season's progressed, I think we've seen a lot of growth in the boys. Looking at, the overall picture where we had 15 wins this year, which is not necessarily as important as the growth that we've seen, and I've been really happy with that up to this point.
Yeah, so speaking of growth, so just 2 weeks ago in the Let's Play Hockey rankings, you guys were up to 6th. I don't know, the Jarrett Lee Yulin Prunovich year is probably the last time. I don't even know if they ever got up to 6, but congratulations. Were you surprised that to crack it to the top 10?
No, I don't think I was surprised. I knew we had a good squad coming in. We've had 3 years with most of these boys to kind of understand our system. You know how it is. You and I had a new coach back in '94, and new systems and new ways to think. So I was. Being that they're seniors, they've been here for 3 years. They knew what to expect coming into camp. We worked hard this summer as a group, so I don't think there's any surprises there. I didn't know where we'd end up, but it was nice to see us at 6. But then again, we weren't concerned about the rankings. We kept saying, take care of what you need to, and let everything else take care of itself.
Okay, so now on to the big game on Monday night after a reschedule due to weather. So semifinal game, Amsoil Arena. Taking on the Hermantown Hawks. You've seen them once this year. What do you have to say about Hermantown?
Great team. Come at you hard. They come at you in waves. Like to throw everything at the net. We played them really tough the first time. I know the score ended up 6-0, but they scored with 7 seconds left in the first, under a minute in the second, and they didn't score their third goal till 6 minutes left in the game. So, I think that gives our boys confidence. They know that they can play with them. And then having a few extra days here to prepare as a coaching staff, that gives us an opportunity to look at some of the things from the last game and some of the games they played here down the stretch, and help us, give us a little more time to prepare for what we're going to see.
Yeah. So what kind of game are you expecting? Just up and down the ice, or is it going to be more, maybe more of a grudge match?
I know, with Hermantown, you got to bend and not break. They're going to have a lot of zone time. We're going to have to play tough defensively. We're going to have to be able to chip pucks out. And, some of the things that we saw in the last game were just the opportunities were there to get pucks out, and we didn't all the time. And it was more of an up and down game than I remember it being when we watched it on film. So, I expect it to be a tight checking. I expect to spend some time in our defensive zone, but, I think we've got some things there that we've seen that, if we execute the way we can have some success.
Okay, and obviously we saw, Greenway beat him back in 2019. So like you talk about success, what do you have? And maybe you don't, but do you have a word or just kind of a what is it going to take to beat them? Is it a word or is it, is it more than one thing? If you guys really nailed down like this is what's going to take to beat them.
Well, there's not just one thing. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to happen. Our goaltender's got to play, outstanding. We've got to play really good team defense, and then we've got to capitalize on our opportunities. So, they're not a team where you can just pick one thing. They've got some very talented players. They're very good on the back end. Their goaltending has been outstanding, and then, like I said, they got some skilled forwards and they work really hard. Put that together, it's a pretty tough combination to beat. And so it's going to take a lot of little things, but that's one thing we've talked about now for the last 3 years is you have to take care of the little things and the big things will take care of themselves. So right now it's just take care of your responsibility, whether it's face-offs in the D zone, getting pucks out, just do your job, win that battle. And if you win the little battles, hopefully the end result is what we're looking for.
All right. Thank you for your time, Coach. He is himself a Section 7A champion back in 1994. Cheers, Coach Eric Rewerts. I appreciate your time a lot, buddy. Good luck Monday night.
Thanks, Raj.